Welcome back to the channel. I am Barathan. If you are new here, I share interesting topics and concepts from the books and articles I read. Today, we are going to discuss an important topic. Ashwin, leftover from the final match selection, is the most debatable topic in the cricket circle. Is Ashwin the first to face such a situation? No. Even Anil Kumble had to face a similar issue under Sourav Ganguly captaincy in the 2000s when Sourav Ganguly preferred Harbhajan Singh. So Anil Kumble managed to come back to the team by developing googly and different weapons to succeed overseas. But today's topic is nothing related to cricket skills, but we all face a similar situation in our professional life. We will be a good performers in a project yet find ourselves sidelined for no reason known to us. Even giving our best in what we do, we feel left out and unable to manage the situation. Three things can happen: feel angry and cheated, our colleagues will be at the receiving end of our outburst. Feel rejected and dejected, then you might start looking for opportunities elsewhere. The last one, it's my favorite one: stay calm and composed. Try to understand what went wrong and develop the skills required to bounce back. Today, we have an interesting guest, Mr. Bhaskar Nadarajan. He is a professional and executive coach with over 2 decades of experience across various industries. He is here to share his insights on how to handle such a situation. Thank you, Mr. Bhaskar, for taking your time and joining us.
Thank you, Barathan. Thank you so much for having me here among your listeners. I've been following your channel for quite some time. You are doing a very good job of doing book reviews and also interesting anecdotes and insights you are sharing. Please do a good job and continue doing this.
Thank you. And once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel.
Thank you. And
So,
I heard you speak about Ashwin's situation in Indian cricket, and you are trying to relate to what we are going through in our professional and personal life. At times, we may be wondering why a relative stopped talking to us, right? Or we may be wondering why suddenly a colleague is not responding the way, or team leader is planning things, or plum projects are not coming to me. Projects which have high visibility in the organization go to people who are, in my opinion, less deserving than me. Yeah, so all these are possible, and you are absolutely right. By taking Anil Kumble's example, uh, when your chips are down, you go back to your drawing room and start planning well and preparing well. What comes to my mind, Baradhan, is very long ago in South Africa, a man was humiliated and he was thrown off the train. And that emotion, he converted that into a secret weapon. And decades later, we got our freedom, right? I'm talking about our Mahatma Gandhi.
yeah.
The way he turned that humiliation, anger in him, not being accepted, not being treated or respected well, where he feels he belongs to, uh, is a starting point of a big revolution. By first facing the situation, right? Like you said, there are three ways. One of the way is to stay calm and composed, which is your favorite way. I like
Yes.
that. Most of the leaders, we see that they give in to their emotions and make judgment call which are not good in the long run. So first and foremost, we have to face the situation. And second, very important area is to trust the process, right? There is a selection committee, there is a captain, there is a process of selecting a team. I'm sure they would have deliberated a lot. And who is the best fieldable team, right? Who are the people who need to be representing out there, because success is everybody's business.
Yeah.
And we have, including captain, everyone has a stake in
Correct.
succeeding, right? No one wants to fail. That's what I think as a second point. Third is introspection. What could have gone wrong, right? Many a times we feel office politics is bad and we should not get into politics. But politics can be good. High integrity, high impact politics is what we have been taught in many situations. And as a coach, I talk to leaders, senior leaders, to play high integrity, high impact politics. Um,
Maybe in most of the situation, we think that our good work should speak for ourselves. So
yeah,
maybe that
that
might be
one
one of
belief
the
system,
causes.
Bharathan, is a big stumbling block. Many
Yes,
a times our upbringing says that don't beat your own drums,
correct.
right? So that way, what happens? We are shy of promoting our brand. So this is called personal branding.
About Ashwin case, Ashwin is the one looking at his interviews. He is the one who calls spade is a spade. He's not like an S boss kind of an, person. His YouTube channel might be in a conflict of interest with BCCI. So
Possible. You're right. In fact, when we try to create an identity which is larger than the team that we belong to, then obviously people would raise eyebrows, and if it goes overboard, then the question would be coming as there is no I in the team, right? TEAM. There is no I in the team. So that's another
so
thing. If there is a conflict of interest, you got to resolve it.
so who else can support us in this kind of situation?
See, like any company has a board of directors, every leader should choose a board of coaches or mentors or someone who can give advice. So I'm calling them as board, personal board,
Okay, okay,
right? You can pick and choose people of stature and competence, your liking, whom you respect, and keep them on your personal board. For
okay,
every situation, reach out to them,
okay,
right? That way, I'm sure there will be professional situations which need fresh pair of eyes to see the problem, so that you can see the blind spots and make changes in your strategy.
sure.
Be kind to yourself. Many a time self care is important during these tough times.
Okay,
When entire world is saying something, you're a target of malign and rumors. A lot of things are being spoken about you. It's going to be difficult to stay level headed unless until you are gentle and kind to yourself. So when you are preparing for a long haul, and you think you have much more than what you have performed in the past to give to the team, and you have a lot of potential to shine, better and create new records, then you got to be kind on yourself.
okay.
So I often
Self care is important.
yes, self care is important. I often say deprived cannot provide. As a
Okay.
leader, you got to take care of yourself first, nourished from inside, have a lot of confidence, positive energy. Only then you can radiate positivity to your team members.
How Gary Kristin came back from his low form. It will be really interesting to hear from you more about Gary Kristin's story.
Yeah, sure. I watched him on one of interviews which got published on YouTube. I'll just share the essence of it. What he was sharing is he got a wake up call when he was not performing really well. And there were talks of dropping him from the team, the South African team. And this was 5 years into his career. And as we all know, he had played a decade, longer than a decade.
Yeah.
And this was right in the mid life of his career. And he even spoke about retiring to his wife. I believe on this fateful evening, when he received a call from his wife, and he said, I think this is it. Tomorrow I go out to play, and that will be my last game. And then I'm going to announce my retirement. And I feel really bad about this kind of conversation. And his wife stopped him midway and say, it's okay. Let us pray now. And both of them in different cities, they are connected over a phone call and they are praying, and they call this prayer as surrender,
Okay.
right? The next day he made history. He batted for straight 14 hours at a stretch and scored 275 runs, which is still a record in its own way. And he feels that God showed up and indicated that there were another 50 more test
Mm.
matches left for him to play. And that's not the end of road. What he attributes is when going gets tough, you trust the process and surrender.
Yeah.
The forces around you will make things happen what is best for you. and perhaps you would get uh, something which is even more uh, bigger in life than what you had initially planned.
So we should have our own motivating system in place along with our board of director, find out the way out and try to work on it. I think that is the right way to handle such a situation.
Absolutely, and that could be a good message to our friend in the cricketing world now. Thank you, Bardhan. Thank you so much for having
Thank you,
me
sir.
here.
Yeah,
Wish you all
sure.
the
Thanks,
best
sir.
and look forward to another opportunity like this, maybe in
Sure.
future.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.